Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, bud.
I'll join that.
The COVID.
Oh, my favorite COVID bit. R. Kelly wants out of prison because he's afraid of COVID, and then the follow-up. He's only afraid he'd be fine if it was COVID-15, but because it's 19,
Yeah, over age.
he's got a problem.
Same thing with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Tekashi 6ix9ine, they pushed his release date back because of COVID, and he's like screaming from the rafters, like, "Bro, you're a rat. You should be lucky you're alive right now."
It won't be for long.
No, he won't be for long. Like, why are you trying to get out? They're saving your life right now. You'd be better off if you caught COVID than got out on the streets.
Yeah, you need to be at Woodsick, bro.
Yeah, and then you're like, hey, I recognize that guy. He had a bunch of 69s all tattooed all over him. I wonder who that could be.
It looks like a Skittles factory that just threw up.
What a world we live in.
Oy vey. And then there was D&D, and I'm good.
We're recording.
Fuck Trump.
Last time on D&D and Alamar, the party attempting to defeat the giants and accomplish what they believed to be their mission. Rescued their friend who'd fallen down the hole. Following down this deep, depressed, dark tunnel, the party encountered massive glowing mushrooms. Did they eat them? No. They avoided the psychotropic mushrooms. Instead, they met Zilamintrix Torekaimu, who Braj negligently chose not to bond as his familiar.
Oh, right.
The door, seeing the opportunity before him, bonded the little demoness thingy, fey, maybe creature, weird thing, and used his progress of new power to explore. Spotting a small group of what they believed to be Duergar camped around the fire, the party skirted the edges and worked their way up a foreboding set of stairs. That is, until Arix hit a wall he could not pass. Shut up, Dave. Using trickery, the party managed to get Arix past the wall, pulling him from the bag, revealing his young had hatched. Heading up, they found themselves in a great cavern. Choosing to forego the broken ladder heading up, they ventured out and slew the remaining giant. Having defeated the giant, they raided the rest of the camp. Seeing that there was nothing good there, they then wandered off a little bit, set up another layman's tiny hut, and camped down for the night.
I'd like it not forgotten that I turned the giant, too.
Yes, Arix did turn the giant, sent it wandering off, muttering something, ball in giant.
I thought it was murdered for ball.
Well,
Well, you
can't
couldn't understand.
It was something ball, and Pavu can understand it.
And out of character, Pavu went, time to kill Arix.
I mean, it's not hurting him.
This is eerily familiar from the last time we smashed an orb.
Alright, so, camped out, I'm gonna heal myself.
How are you healing yourself?
Well, if we're rested in Leoman's tiny hut, I'm gonna use hit die, or full rest.
Same.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Full rest?
Yeah.
Okay. Full rest is fine. However, Arix, due to your undead nature, you find your ability to naturally heal seems to have decayed.
I expected something like that.
You only have half of your hit dice available.
What about me?
You're not undead.
Okay, just making sure. Because I need a full heal.
Alright, so for the sake of argument, I'll take away... I mean, I'm only 2 levels of rogue, so I just drop one of that. Round up or down?
You can round up.
Wait, you just mean he loses half his hit dice, right?
No, he can only recover up to half of his hit dice. He only has half available in short rests. Long rest, he can only recover half of his hit dice. He doesn't lose actual HP, and technically his HP is based off the number of hit dice. And for effects that would be based on hit dice, he's unchanged. For healing purposes, he only has half his available.
I took that as, like, I just removed the hit dice from my sheet.
No, you don't have to do that.
Okay.
What I'm saying is if you take a long rest, normally you'd be able to roll your full hit dice to heal back up. You can only roll half of your hit dice. If you take a short rest, normally you'd be able to spend up to your full hit dice. However, you only have available half.
Okay, so I can take half at any given rest. Okay. So
at a short rest, any short rest between long rest, you can spend your hit dice.
Right.
Your ability to spend is limited to half of them in total.
Okay, so were we to take 2 short rests in the same day, I could spend half, then half? Or the the half is the cap?
You can spend the total of the half is your new cap.
Okay. Alright, gotcha.
What are you doing, Dave? What's the question?
Math.
Oh. Your weak point, I know.
Alright, so if we're full resting, then I'm healing, and that's good.
You have other ways of healing, so...
Well, yeah, I know that. That's why I wasn't trying to complain about it. I just wanted to understand.
No, clarification. I get it.
Also, I'm going to check on the 4th egg because I realized I forgot to last time when I just emerged with kobolds on me.
So you're pulling the 4th egg out?
Yeah.
It seems to have gone completely black. Obsidian. But is unhatched.
I'm going to try to hold it up to a light and look inside.
Give me a perception check.
17.
As you gaze at the egg, holding it in the light, instead of having the light pass through and make it more visible, you note the egg seems to absorb the light. Creating a small aura of darkness around the egg.
Given my interaction with Nagdos, sorry, looked up the name. Given my interaction with him and how he seemed like similar but not friendly, is there an aura that I could detect from this egg?
Darkness.
Just darkness?
The darkness!
I'm about to sacrifice a child.
No, you're not.
I think he is.
Anyone want an omelet?
Because the other 3 eggs looked like, or they were scaled like me at least. I don't trust this.
Do it. You won't do it. Do it. You won't
Dude,
do it.
I give you a thing every session that you say what the fuck to. Why do you think I wouldn't do this?
Do it.
I don't think you should do it.
Dave,
Do
you
it.
saying I shouldn't is more inclined
It's gonna
to
make him do it more.
That's why Dave did that.
I know.
Dave occasionally tries to use reverse psychology.
What? So we think we completed our mission, right?
No, there were still barbarian tribes. We made headway on our mission.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest we backtrack it to see how those barbs are doing.
I'm going to.
Just a complete aside, they have World War Z on Epic Games for free.
Yeah, it's like a Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, but 4-player co-op.
Yeah. I'll download it. That's fine.
I'm getting that right now.
Okay. I'm going to pull out the face and attempt to consult with Ball.
You all watch as Arix pulls out a piece of raw flesh that appears to have once been a human face. And he holds it up, flapping in the wind.
Well, all right then.
You want to say hi to Riley? Riley's not
So
there right now.
You get Kill It With Fire update, Horde mode update, and crossplay update.
Alright, I'll let you know if Riley gets on, okay? Okay. Leave ball in bag with egg. 3 hatch fine. 1 seemed different. Ball know what happened?
The mask gives no reaction. I can't say the same about your companions.
That's Ball.
Arix take face of victim before and Ball speak through it. So Arix keep face. That Ball might speak to Arix again.
I kind of look at him and blink a couple times.
Isn't that thing gonna grow maggots and like eat through your bag?
I mean, I kept it in preserves.
Yeesh.
I did get some embalming fluid and stuff, so. But I'm going to take the egg and the face out into the woods.
You all watch as Arix takes his flap of flesh and this obsidian black egg and starts walking off away from the party.
Where are you going?
Arix think lost egg. Go make sure it not come back to haunt.
I'm gonna start gagging. Oh, please keep that thing in the bag.
Alright, as Arix walks off, anybody else doing anything?
Nah, I'm good.
Can I acknowledge nature to see if I can figure out what's wrong with the egg?
He doesn't seem inclined to let you look at it while he's walking away. So you'd be hard-pressed.
Alright, I'll let it be.
So, we're done with our mission, right? We can go back to town?
Well, like I said 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, this isn't character.
We should probably backtrack to see what's left of the barbs.
I mean, they're basically decimated.
Well, basically wasn't the mission.
They pose no threat to the town now. I couldn't imagine.
I believe they weren't too keen on any trespassers.
I mean, killing them 100% would never actually happen, though, right? There's always a few that get away.
Well, you should scout it regardless. We do not know the outcome of the battle.
Alright. I guess we'll just wait for Arix then.
Right.
Desperate times.
Call for desperate something. Pavo, what do you think? Go scout out the tribes, see what's left.
I'm curious about that little one, but yes, perhaps scouting to see what is left of them would be most beneficial. As the door said, we were told to eliminate the threat. Fucking lords.
Dave, tip your fedora. Fucking hate you. It might not be.
The fuck is a trilby?
You know, Dave. Don't play games.
Oh.
They look so similar. If I saw either in the wild, I would not be able to tell the difference. So if this doesn't split your attention too much, Lawrence, I'd like to know more about Sheila.
About what?
Zila, I'm calling it Sheila.
Oh. Well, he's there.
Sheila, tell me more about yourself.
Why?
I'm interested in your origins.
I was elsewhere. I came here. I got trapped. Needed help. We bonded. Now I'm here. There's my origin story.
Do you have any abilities I should know of?
Nope. None you need to know about.
You need something?
Pretty good insect catcher, though.
Shut up, you.
I scratched one of the chin.
This is the new familiar, right?
Yep.
Yep.
What are you calling it?
I'm calling it Sheila.
Can you type that? Not that
Sheila.
I'm gonna say it, but Sheila,
Yeah, normal name Sheila.
big tank lady.
He's not that big, but yeah. It's Zila Minch Victoria Kaimu.
Sure.
That. Although I believe only the master is entitled to a nickname. So be wary.
We're fucking arms off.
Not Sheila.
You watch as Eric seems to come back from the trees and grass. Neither the egg nor the face in tow, though his three little ones seem to be quite a bit more chipper than they were when they left.
Howdy.
Pretty sure Nagdos takes Eric's young. So Eric's gonna kill Nagdos.
Have you named him yet?
Yes, except for the one that was taken.
And remind me, who is Nagdos?
Nagdos is the shadow god that's rivaling Ball right now. He's like the new god version of him.
Ah.
The Neo Ball?
He's the one that like the interim sessions. He tried to sway me during mine, and I was like, no, I already have God, thank you. But now he's apparently corrupted and taken one of my kids. Pointing to the three kids in turn, blood, gore, and then to the runt, clot.
I heard two names, aren't there three?
Blood, gore, and clot.
I missed gore.
And I say runt because one was smaller. He didn't.
That would be a run.
He didn't successfully bite onto the raging giant.
Perhaps he will be the greatest dragon of them all. Or Kobold.
Wherever the fuck you are.
If Eric's learned anything, strength not in size.
Oh snap, that's a burn on Pavu.
Not direct as. I mean, Eric's was a runt too, but my size didn't determine my strength, so that's what I meant it as.
Them's fighting words.
Although if Pavu's going to take it the other way, then Eric's will have to backtrack on his statement because it wasn't intended like that.
Well,
I'm not
we've
taking it
decided
like that.
we've decided to go scout out the remains of the barbarians. Unless you have a better idea.
See aftermath of poison. Might as well see aftermath of war.
And
So
gonna wait for Eric's to lead.
gonna say I will get my bearings and head back because I innately know direction, so I'll just head back towards the ruins where the wolf tribe had lain down.
Survival check.
What's your plus, Adam?
For survival,
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. Yep.
Plus with
Not doesn't. No, I don't even need the. You're good.
I hate you, Dave.
your head's not falling off. I haven't argued it, but Keen Mind gives me the innate sense of direction, so I suppose I could argue on survival checks too, as far as heading directions. But 20, not that.
All right. The party sets off once again, trekking through this wild land.
Fully healed, by the way.
I figured.
I don't know if you're still keeping tabs, but
I generally trust you guys on it. Dave, what the fuck are you doing? As you march through the sparsely treed land, you note, not too far in the distance, what appears to be a small human figure standing in your path.
I'll take a closer look, see if I can discern anything.
Perception?
18.
21.
You both note it appears to be a young human. Based off his garb, you would assume he's a member of one of the barbarian tribes. You see in his hands what appears to be a battle axe. A look of grim determination set on his features as he seems to stare intently at you as you approach. Is she pregnant yet, Dave?
Nope.
Pull out game strong.
Come on, Dave. Have a child of the corn.
I loose an arrow at the child with the battle axe.
Okay?
We're not going to talk to him at all?
I'm going to put my hand out and lower his head. You're outnumbered, boy. Adapt or die.
Shether says you must die!
Many things. I don't even see him, mother.
Oh, you can all see him after he starts speaking back.
And I heard it.
Yeah.
Many things say we must all die.
Shether says, you're stopping the way of the world. And this will make me a man when I stop you.
Stop all four of us? You, a boy? At least retreat, bring back more.
This is my spirit journey. And you must be stopped.
If you are on a spirit journey, join us and learn the world.
You follow the old gods. They failed and destroyed the world.
And yet we are still here, following the old gods.
And continuing to destroy the world. I'll stop you. He hefts his battle axe even higher.
New gods don't seem to be doing much better.
They're trying.
Old gods try too.
They try to survive. And they kill. And they destroy. The new gods are here to save us.
I just begin cackling. The hell what you think new gods do?
All gods act to their nature. Doesn't matter what they are or how old they are.
This just war of gods, not care of survive.
Yours don't. Mine does.
For how much longer?
Shether will protect me.
Who's Shether?
That's what I was fishing for, at least.
She is the goddess of the ice.
Ice God not do well here last time.
Oral was weak and petty. Shether is strong.
One god falls, another takes its place.
Considering we're the ones who defeated Oral, you don't think we could also defeat... Was it Ether? Ethel?
Shether!
Dave used it as silver tongue to just piss people off.
You carry Oral's totem. You didn't destroy her. You follow
that was
darkness
worse.
too. I can see it with the sight granted by Shether.
Maybe Arix take that sight.
The ice will take you.
At least try before. Eric's still here.
You're not even living.
Nor you soon enough, and I'll draw my arrow again.
I say no and step in front, blocking his line of sight. You said you have a clan you must be approved of.
I am but a cub. I will soon be a true bear.
Oh.
Then instead of fighting all of us, you and I, 1 versus 1 combat.
Fine, fine. If you want to die first, Shether will protect me.
I'm gonna, like, in low tone say, the tribe of the bear helped us when we needed it. Please don't kill him.
In hushed tones back to Braj, I'll say, yes, bear help us, and then we destroy their land.
We reverted it back to what it was.
Enough. I know what I'm doing.
Very well.
I cross my arms and lean out against a tree. Very intrigued. I'm loving this.
I sit on my haunches. I'll keep my bow drawn, but I'll not have the arrow knocked.
I'm gonna start drumming. Little war beat. Do 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 do.
And if no one else knew we were here, then now they all do.
I thought he was going to go into Mortal Kombat.
Lawrence okays a synth for this session only.
Alright, so I'm going to sheath both of my weapons and move towards him.
All right, roll initiative, please.
So we find out this is where we find out the kid's actually like One Punch Man or something.
I was
For
just
him,
typing
then.
that out. I was literally just typing that out.
The kid
Oh,
puts
there
his
it is.
head back and roars. Shether's ice in my veins! Coat my skin and my axe! And he holds it up overhead. And you watch as his flesh visibly turns icy white blue. His axe seems to shine and give off a frosty aura. An icy shield forms on his left hand as his axe is raised overhead. Your turn.
Punch him with the gauntlet.
Oh, I had this, like... Damn.
He's playing it.
Yeah, that's why I said +1. As soon as I heard the intro, I started geeking out.
10-hour version, so now however long this fight goes, it's playing.
So... I laugh out loud and draw my weapons.
That's an action. There's about 40 feet between you.
I will... Fuck. Not what I was expecting. Alright. I will... I'll just take my movement. So I'll move 30 feet. You said he's 40 away?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll brandish my weapons and move 30 diagonally to him.
Diagonally? Did I hear you right?
Why are you doing that?
Right?
Yeah.
So you're about 20 feet from him then.
Okay.
And the kid charges at you, leaving an icy trail with each step. Your AC is 19, correct?
Yep.
You nimbly to step aside as the first strike. As he back swings it at you, you again suck in the gut and his blade misses you again. Shatter will freeze your blood. His voice, though seemingly normal, seems to have a hint of crackling ice in the back of his throat.
Hey, Penny, can you do me a favor? In the fridge, can you get two cans?
Your turn. I'm assuming nobody else wants to act, because Pavu will probably cut your heads off if you interfered.
I mean, I'm pretty keen on how Pavu...
But I don't want to cut you guys out if you wanted to do something.
I'm pretty keen on how Pavu acts now, so I'm not going to step between him and an honor fight.
I'm slowly increasing the pace of my drumming.
I can't increase the Mortal Kombat tempo.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can.
It's YouTube. Yeah, you can.
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, increase the playback speed.
How? Where?
Bottom right.
Yep, there it is. You making music?
Alright, so he charged me and I basically, stepped aside.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Still.
I want to attempt to knock him prone. Knock him down.
Right,
I'll power bomb him. I don't care.
Yeah. So this is one of those things where there actually are rules in the book for it.
Choke slam.
The rock bottom!
Shoving a creature. 195.
Since you shared the GIF, you see Big Show's got his own show coming out.
Yep. You make a strength athletics check versus his acrobatics with strength check.
Okay, that's kind of piercing with the headset on.
23.
Yeah, so essentially, you take, since you have blades in your hand, one and you jab him in the forehead, knocking him flat. He goes sprawling to the ground. The icy shield seems to be frozen to his arm, and even though you see his hand splay wide open, the hilt of the axe seems frozen into his palm as well.
That only replaces one of his attacks.
Dave kind of wants you to kill him.
Just saying.
Can I step on his wrist?
You can try.
Alright,
That's an
so
attack action. So attack roll at disadvantage to trying to do non-lethal.
what check? Just
It's an
strength?
attack. It's an attack roll, just at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. $19.
It hits. Your boot comes crashing down on his wrist. You deal unarmed combat damage as you attempt to pin his wrist to the ground. $1d3 minus 1 damage.
Did they knock unarmed from D4 to D3? Fair
Yeah.
play.
Unless you're a monk or you have some other ability.
What'd you say? D3 plus what?
Mine is 1.
2.
Plus your strength. So
6.
the child gasps as you hear an audible crack as both ice slivers seem to crack off of his arm, and you feel beneath your boot his wrist bones break.
Enough. We have won today.
His icy shield comes around, connecting with your knee. Dealing 9 points of damage, and you have cold resistance, correct?
Yep.
Not immunity, just resistance, yes?
No immune.
You're immune to cold? Magic cold? I know you're immune to cold temperatures. I thought maybe you had resistance to magic damage, cold damage.
Oh, no, I think it's just resistance. I'm sorry. Well, I had that ring. That's what I was looking up. The ring of perpetual cool.
And you take an additional 4 points of cold damage.
So, what's that?
13 damage total.
Oh, kid's putting up a fight?
Yeah, he is.
Ice takes you, and the bear will feast on your remains.
I licked my lips as he said feasting on remains.
I sheathed one of my swords, and then I'm going to punch him in the face with the gauntlet.
With the gauntlet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That is not unarmed damage, so roll your attack roll.
$24.
Hits.
I'm assuming it's strength, right?
Yeah.
I'm still trying not to kill him. Emphasizing that. I don't want to kill him. He's just being a pain in the ass. Seven damage.
He gasps as the spikes on the gloves pierce his face. The iron of the gauntlet smashes in. You hear an audible crack. You're not sure whether it was his jaw or his nose, as blood seems to pour on his face, seeming to slide off as if on ice itself. And suddenly, the icy blue nature of his skin and around it, of his face and skin, seems to crack, fissure, and fall off, turning into an icy mist, revealing the once ordinary-looking boy bleeding, unconscious on the ground. The shield on his arm melts away, quickly turning to water, dampening his clothes. The axe loses its frosty sheen.
walk up, clapping.
Check him,
Well
make
done,
sure
Bob.
he's okay.
By all means. And
He needs to be
walk,
alive.
I walk up, I kick the axe away, and I pop a good berry in his mouth.
Can I, like, hear a heartbeat from this distance?
You can try.
Let me give it a shot.
You're gonna hear a bunch of heartbeats.
Just because my perception's high anyway, and I'm undead, I just didn't know if I could kind of, like, hone in on something. 17?
You do hear a number of heartbeats, including Pavu's, which is beating not rapidly, but quick due to the recent combat. And just faintly, you can hear the whisper that you believe might be the boy's heartbeat. The door, as you drop the good berry in his mouth and seem to force him to chew it. You note that it is in fact his nose that is shattered, not his jaw. And you note a flutter of life seems to return as his eyes creak open slowly.
Penny,
Shather,
you
take
do not
you
need
all.
a band-aid.
I'll never be a man.
You're a maniac. You just need to relax.
You'll be fine, boy.
You're all cursed. You're destroying the world.
No, we're here to reset the balance. That's the last thing I want to see happen.
You
What is
fight
your
against
name?
the balance and order of the world. What was that, Ryan?
I asked his name.
I'm Simon of the Bear.
A question, young one. 2 gods for 1 domain. A bit much, yes? So, we defeat Oral. More room for Shather to grow, no? Do we really fight against the balance?
The old pantheon must fall.
No, that's wrong, boy. Simon, the strong must take control, not the new.
If new strong, then yes.
The
Absolutely.
old gods are withered and weak. They're failing. They're falling to demons and devils. And soon the world will be overrun with them if the new gods aren't in place to stop them. You fight against them.
New gods still have some of demons and devils. You present a losing argument. Whoa, Arix just gave like 4 intelligence with the end of that statement. Sorry, hold on.
Losing argument.
I would argue
3
that's
syllables.
wisdom.
Well, Arix does have a bunch of wisdom, but he still doesn't speak well, so...
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the point.
You
No,
lose
no.
word fight.
Your words not make sense.
You don't understand the world at all, dead one.
Boy. Simon. Enough. You do not understand how the gods work. The gods work in ways of prayer. The stronger you pray, the more powerful.
That is the old way. It is done. You have chosen to bind yourself to a dying god, and you tell me I don't know the way? The shamans speak truth, while you believe lies.
I was once you.
You are no bear.
No, a wanderer, lost.
I'm not lost. Shether guides my steps. And if you don't slay me now, I swear to her, I shall cut you down your head and coat your blood and veins in ice.
I was invited to be bear once.
I'll not kill you. I've proven my point. My god is stronger than yours.
Your god
You
is
versus
dying.
me. It does not matter. I continue to fight in his name, and I will fight until I die as well. That is what religion truly means.
Then kill me now if you truly think so. Let me die with honor.
I look over my shoulder.
What, at me?
At everyone else.
I'm
Oh,
not,
come on. He's a kid.
I mean, I'll kill him. I don't give a shit about that. I'm just not doing anything without Pavu say so at this point. I'm not gonna let Pavu have a battle of honor and then interject with a killing blow.
You note that blood, galore, and clot are all creeping forward slowly.
I whistle to him and motion him to stay still.
They each give you a forlorn, almost resentful look and return to your side.
I rest my hands on my short swords.
Will you surely not choose life?
You dishonor me, just like your god's existence.
I get visibly angry. I'm offering you life to simply try another way.
Woad is the source of life, and Shether protects it. My heart of ice shall beat forever in her kingdom,
Put him up.
as Woad carries me there. I swear on my father's own axe, I will kill you if you do not kill me now. I will find you, and my kin will find you, and my kin's kin will find you, and we will wipe you from this earth. Alamar does not need your kind.
Question I should have asked earlier: is this child familiar? Because we met Herman's kids and we were around the camp for a while.
You can give me a wisdom check, see if you recall ever seeing it.
19?
He looks vaguely familiar. Might have seen it in passing.
Wait. I've seen you before.
He just glares at you. Perception check, everyone. You all note that his hands seem to be growing in a glowing blue intensity.
I say, then so be it. And I punch him as hard as I possibly can. I'm gonna pop a rage, punch him in the face with the fucking golem.
Alright. Attack roll.
Tried. I really tried. I tried to turn him.
Well, you did so diplomatically, too, which is more than others could say.
Attack roll is a 21.
All right, Penny, it's bedtime.
What am I rolling for damage? He's 6.
Mm-hmm.
9 damage.
As you hear him gasp and fall limp, you feel a tugging sensation. Please make an opposed wisdom check.
Oh,
Wisdom.
All right. You feel a weird sensation traveling from the glove, almost as if there's a pulling. And everybody else can make a perception check. As you see his gauntlet seems to slowly pull back from the punch. You see what appears to be a wispy white-green energy seem to float from the boy's chest into the gauntlet. Congrats, Ryan. You've unlocked Thief of Souls from your gauntlet. You now have a soul captured in your gauntlet. As an action, you can choose to force that soul to benefit you. Essentially, you can add advantage to an attack roll. You can add a d10 of temporary HP. Or you can give yourself in this case, a coating of ice on your armor, which will give you a temporary AC buff.
I'm sorry. Do all that again.
Thief of Souls ability.
I got Thief of Souls. Yep.
When you kill an enemy with the gauntlet, you can make an opposed wisdom check to try to steal their soul and imprison it within the gauntlet, forcing it to do your bidding. While there may be some psychological downsides to this effect, the soul is essentially at your bidding. As an action, you can choose to force the soul into a certain benefit or use for yourself, granting yourself advantage on attack roll, 1d10 temporary HP, or a special benefit depending on the soul captured. In this case, a temporary ice buff to AC. Once used, the soul is expelled or used up. Who knows? You'll find out when you use it.
Alright, kill with gauntlet, DC, opposed.
Wisdom opposed check. Yeah.
Advantage.
The armor, it's not necessarily armor every time, Dave. It's an effect based off of the soul.
Soul exclusive.
Soul special.
Write it down.
Collector's edition.
So advantage on attack rolls, plus temporary D10 health, and soul exclusive.
It's an option. It's not all of them.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, no, I know. 1 of 3.
In the case of this soul, the armor buff can be applied as a bonus, as a reaction.
As a reaction. Okay.
When an enemy is attacking you, you can react and use this.
That.
hey, calm down.
and
It's
then-
So
bedtime.
what am I, like Mega Man? I just like, and that's.
You're
I want a visual.
You're following the God of Tyrants here. So essentially what you did is you punched him and everybody saw a wisp of this kid's soul. It sucked into the gauntlet.
Yeah.
And you, as you're sitting there, you feel just on the edge of your hearing almost, you can hear a scream.
It's like Oblivion, the Soul Stones.
No, I get it. What I'm saying is, like, when I fire the soul out, like,
Well, you haven't used the soul. Who knows? You'll find out when you use it.
firing souls off. Oh, I need him to take fire damage. Fire God.
I don't think it's gonna be like a Mega Man thing.
That's what I'm saying.
And then Canada wanted
And
to...
then Canada fungally infests the boy.
Does that work if he's...
Well,
Soul's
when Chris
gone.
gets back, I'd imagine we'll get that answer.
I guess I can turn off the 2 times Mortal Kombat now.
I said I stopped as soon as he punched him with the gauntlet.
Music wasn't you, Dave.
I like to think that
You opted not to play Mortal Kombat. I opted to play it.
Alright, I'll be right back real quick.
Wow, okay, everyone just run away on me.
Come on, let's go brush your teeth.
So did you get your raise yet?
What?
Didn't you say you were getting, or you were asking for a big raise this year?
I got a decent raise in the beginning of the year, yeah. Not quite what I wanted, but more than I think they were inclined to initially.
So I'm assuming with this latest development, you're going to ask for more?
So we'll see. Right now is not the time, considering business is shut down.
Right. No, I know.
Apologies.
No worries.
Do you know how Steve's doing?
Working from home, getting on internet arguments politically with kids who got offended and told him to come to Quincy and say it to his face, and then got mad at him when Steve said, I'm not going to Quincy over a Facebook argument. And the guy's like, you can besmirch my character online like a coward, but you won't come to my face and say it.
Wait, was this a
And they went
D&D
back and forth.
argument?
No, that was just on Facebook, political.
Oh.
Can you please copy paste that thread? I want to laugh.
It's out there. Essentially, the kid, it was about the Biden sexual assault allegation. And the kid's attitude, Steve was essentially saying, that's why victims don't come forward, is because people with attitudes like yours. And the kid called Steve a name, and Steve responded, and essentially ended up saying, yeah, just like you, and blah, 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 blah. And the kid took wild offense to it. And it went back and forth for a while. It was amusing to read, and I was just like, wow. You saw it?
Yeah, oh yeah, he tried called the dude out, tried to fight him.
The guy's like, come to Quincy and say it to my face.
Yeah. Steve was like, I'm not going. Steve definitely whooped his ass in that argument.
Oh yeah.
It was good. I did. I followed it.
I mean, I'm sure you didn't want to break another pinky, though.
Who's the kid?
I don't know.
It's not a kid.
I have no idea who it is.
No, it's not a kid. This
I
dude's
call
like
everybody kids
50
these days. Is it?
No, he's like 50 plus. Just I clicked on it and just went through a couple of his pictures. He's gotta be 45 plus. Easy. All grayed out.
Did Steve drop the OK Boomer?
He did not.
No,
That would be great.
no, he just. It's a good follow. Look Steve up. Did it get deleted?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Look it up on Facebook. It's a good read. Because Steve kind of rips this dude apart. He threatens legal action on Facebook. He's like, you're smearing me. You're a judge of
defamation
my character.
and libel and blah blah blah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He goes
And Steve's like, you don't have to respond to my shit.
Yep. Steve's just like, hey man, this is my personal fucking Facebook wall. You don't have to keep replying.
Is this Sean Donahue?
I don't remember the name. I don't know.
No.
It's a picture of a tweet that he shared on 2 days ago.
No.
It's
It's
About the Biden allegation.
What did I miss?
Just as Steve trying to avoid a fight and this guy, or Steve making a comment and the guy getting really ramped up and upset over Steve's response and essentially threatening Steve to come fight him.
50
Bart
plus.
Connolly.
That's him. Yep, that's him.
Alright, I gotta read.
He just goes. Yeah, the 26 comments.
Is that the one that Steve's mom jumped in and was like, really?
Yeah, but that wasn't to.
Yeah, but that was
thread.
just towards her
That was a
brother,
different
who's
thread.
a fucking douchebag as well.
All right. As you all watch the soul, which you can assume to be soul, or the woad, as the kid called it, sucked into the gauntlet, the door then bends over and seems to breathe from his palm onto the kid's fallen form. As you watch as fungus rapidly grows along his limbs and face, and the form twitches to a standing position.
So I took his soul, and then you took him as a mushroom?
Yeah, he did his fungal thing.
He doesn't even need to be alive to be my undead Patsy.
What?
This party is so dark.
And somehow Chris is still just like total neutral.
Oh, I'm totally neutral. I'm so nice to people.
We're getting to neutral evil here.
I mean, I think I'm chaotic neutral, but that's just because I pissed off everyone.
I think you're getting to be evil by association.
Yeah, because I'm not like opposing them. That's fair.
Opposing who?
You.
I'm still fucking neutral.
And you're also bound to an evil entity.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Well, I meant Dave. Dave's trying to coat himself in a good paint here.
Yeah.
That's a tipping.
Either way, Dave, you still doused yourself in paint. Doesn't matter how good quality it was. That's what this is. When you dump paint on your head, you're covered in paint no matter how good the paint.
Perfect.
Lean into it, Dave.
Except
Dave
we're
doesn't know how
kinda-
to do that. Dave does not know how to lean into things.
At this point, we're kind of dousing ourselves in blood. So
No, Dave doesn't know how to lean into good or evil. He's just like, yeah, I'm Dave.
I'm gonna do whatever
Hi,
I
I'm
want.
Dave. Hi, I'm Dave.
Hey, I'm playing some drums. It's pretty dope, right?
Hey, this dude is about to murder a child. Let me drop some sick beats on.
Yep. And he was like, I'm going to, he like specifically said, increase the tempo. We had more. Jesus Christ.
What?
I don't know why. It just seems perfect.
no, I did this last week. If you just look up Dave and find a gift,
get some
there's a lot
interesting
of them that
things.
are just. Some of them are really good.
I was trying to find a little Dicky Hi, I'm Dave, but that's what I got instead. All right, so what do we do?
Not even addressing what I just did. So,
Nobody seems to be addressing anything any of you do around each other.
No,
You're all
I
very
was.
Fuck it.
You just
I
watched
was-
me pick up a giant. Why would I question you picking up a kid?
Well, I murdered a kid, so I was the first one that murdered a child.
Yeah, you're neutral evil. Thank you for reminding me.
No,
Yeah.
he would have died and starved by himself.
You can choose to acknowledge yourself as neutral, but you're neutral evil.
Okay, I can live with that. But in my head, I am.
You can willfully not see it in yourself, but you are neutral evil.
I am 1000% behind that.
He's been willfully ignoring everybody else being evil.
It's part of the balance, bro. Come on.
So let's go check on that.
Right? Are you telling the kid to do anything? That's kind of what I was waiting for.
Follow me.
All right, I'm just gonna continue leading.
Where are we heading?
Still back to the fucking ruins where the wolf tribe was.
Man, I really thought we were just gonna clip his wings, not abduct him.
I think you've gone beyond abducting.
You're the only one with wings here, you son of a bitch.
Oh, speaking of wings, I'm going to touch the axe to see if it's magical.
Oh, it's magic.
It's his father's axe.
I can't use this. It's clearly magical. Does anyone else want to take a look?
Eric's all set.
I mean, it's probably better than what I have.
I toss him the axe.
Ice axe with a fire dragon? That'll work out well.
They call me Fire and Ice. No, They call me Icy Hot.
Frosty the Fire Man.
Man, I really thought you were going to say, because I'm a bard, a song of fire and ice.
No, fuck yourself. You'd have to sing more to get that.
Alright, Dave, enjoy the axe. I hope it possesses you.
Mm-hmm.
Great anime. Great anime.
It really is.
Jesus.
Well, except for this latest.
I want more Hunter x Hunter, though.
Dude, that show gets fucked real quick.
But it's so good.
I actually enjoyed the Go sessions
The
with
Go?
the blind girl.
Oh.
Yeah, lots of good anime out right now.
No, I don't watch it.
I didn't for a very long time. I was very anti-anime.
I'm not anti-anime. I'm just there's better shit to watch.
I mean, there are some masterpieces, but there's a lot of trash anime too, just like any other standard entertainment.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
trash.
of course. I know. Well,
Death Note is a fucking absolute masterpiece.
And then there's the Netflix live action.
Which is all I've seen.
you know,
I have not
seen
really?
anime.
Ozarks.
Ozark,
Really?
yes. Great.
I keep seeing it. It keeps popping up. And I put it in my queue, but I don't know. It's just something I just
Nah,
have no
man.
interest in watching.
Bateman's
Is that good?
Jason Bateman is great.
I just started Oktoberfaction.
No. Do yourself a favor and watch. Stop anything that you're just casually watching and watch Ozark. I'm telling you.
Alright, maybe.
It's. Canada can attest. Canada loves good TV.
Yeah, it's Breaking Bad meets Narcos.
Narcos was only good the first season.
Well, it's first season of Narcos and Breaking Bad, and they had a baby, and it's called Ozark.
Survival to Continue to the Ruins is a 24.
Alright. You continue on as the sun reaches its zenith and starts to dip once again. Finally, you come upon the open clearing on the edge of the ruins. Everything seems silent as dust seems to blow through the ruinous structures before you. See no sign of scouts or guards.
How's it smell?
The wind is strong, but unfortunately blowing in the opposite direction. So you get a nice bog smell.
How long has transpired?
You are in early afternoon.
Alright, from when I resurrected the boy, and now.
How long is your res last?
1 hour.
It's gone.
So you moved the body an hour away and it fell.
You never know, might have come
what
in.
happened. Might have.
Alright, I'm going to... Zenith is going to be... Going to do my best to stick to any shadows that may exist. I know they don't give it on Place of the Sun, really. But I'm going to at least move silently as I'm going to scoot ahead and scout.
What's everybody else doing?
Well, my first thought is to mask my scent, but I don't know how I would do.
Is to what?
Mask my scent. I will, since I don't have any ideas, I will keep a distance, but maintain some sort of pace with Arix while remaining.
Alright, so I got 2 stealthers.
If other people are stealthing with me, I'll cast Pass Without Trace.
Thanks, Ryan.
All right. I'm gonna stealth with the group.
Alright, well, it's our group stealth check then. Jesus. Dave is grateful for the plus 10.
So is Ryan.
Less so, but yeah. 17's not a bad roll.
No, it isn't. It's
13 would probably...
It is higher than I expected.
I have a +7 to stealth, Lawrence.
Nice roll.
Way to get that 6.
Dave, you should just be like a transmutation wizard from now on and just buff spells. A transmutation sorcerer.
Dave, you are the only person on the face of this earth that I think I'd be fine if you had a loaded set of dice.
He'd still roll a lot of ones.
Yeah.
They'd be loaded the wrong way.
Yeah. Be 13s.
I'd be okay with 13s.
13s
I
would beat the
be
pants off of
so happy with 13s.
Yep.
Anything that forces everybody else to roll against him as opposed to him rolling, yeah.
That's what this character is.
No, that's not what this character is.
No, it is. I get +1 to every single skill. And then all of my...
Yeah, but what school are you?
It doesn't matter. All the spells I took are all checks that Lawrence does against my DC. I don't roll like anything.
Oh.
Except
Dave?
you're still expected to make attack rolls.
Yeah, that's
Which
true. I did take Valor. You're right. I could have...
Valor.
I could have went with
Valor.
something else. I meant to say Valor.
Yeah, we know what you meant.
They put a Y in there just randomly?
Sorry, I was thinking of Baylor.
He doesn't
Have a
follow
lot of
college
cardboard.
sports.
I know. I know. I was trying to think of directions that Dave could have taken it.
No.
Anyway.
Alright. You creep into the ruins and silence seems to greet you. Every now and then you come across what looks to be an abandoned campsite or fire. The smell of dog and wolf is strong in the air, though everything about you seems to indicate the camp that was here previously has been abandoned. As you come across cold campfire after cold campfire.
How long since the campfires have been out?
They seem cold.
Well, I was going to roll a survival for you.
Sure.
16.
You'd say at least a day.
Any bodies?
You see no bodies.
Anything in the tents?
You see no
Camps.
tents.
Sorry, you said
You see-
camps.
You see scraps of here and there, a pit for waste, a bone of some animal, scrap of cloth here or there.
Turn into the party as we move. I just shake my head. And I point to the sun, and I'll try to make like a 1 and like a full circle to insinuate like 1 day since any action around here. I don't want to speak because I don't want to give myself away like Dave did to the Giants.
All right, I'm gonna stop stealthing. They're like 1 day. It's been 1 day since.
Are you really going to do that?
Yeah.
Alright, I got daggers out. I'm now waiting for either something else to move or to kill Dave quick. In the middle of an abandoned camp, I don't know if it's a fucking trap, Dave. If nothing happens, I'll put my daggers back up and continue stealthing and ignoring him.
Nothing seems to happen.
Alright. I'm going to head out towards the scree where the battle was. See if there's any aftermath.
I'm gonna survival for some tracks.
Sure.
20.
You find numerous tracks that seem to crisscross about the path and throughout the ruins. You find one path that seems to be more heavily trodden than the others. You also find a heavily trodden path that seems to lead in the direction Arix wanted to go, towards the scree.
Which one is more heavily trodden?
You don't know. It's hard to gauge.
Probably towards the scree because there were more numbers there.
I'm gonna rely on Arix's intuition and follow.
I mean, I'm basically just trying to see if there's any bodies, like what it looks like after this. I mean, it's been, what's it been, a day, 2 days? Since we started the fight?
2 days.
So camp activity for a day afterwards, and then everybody leaves.
That would mean the wolves won, right? Or maybe the rats just stayed here.
The wolves run, the rats stayed, the wolves won and the rats fled, but the wolves didn't have the numbers. There's a number of things that could have.
Fair play. Alright, let's carry on.
Alright, you head towards the scree. You head towards the scree. Heading over there, you finally find signs of battle. You see numerous pinch-faced individuals wearing ratty and torn clothing, laying bloody and scattered about the field. You see no sign of their opponents, though you recognize that all these figures are likely of the tribe of the rat.
Alright, given the overall desertion, I'll drop pass without trace. Wolves bury their own? Looking about from the scree went up a bit, yeah?
It was rather steep, yes.
So from an elevated point, I'm going to look about, see if I can see like any sort of perhaps mass grave.
So you're trying to climb the scree?
Yeah, I'll scramble up it a little.
Athletics check, please.
Sorry, can I side us here real quick? My bilingual upbringing is fucking me again. What is a scree?
It's essentially, in this case, it appears to be a hill filled and made up of loose stone and pebbles. It's very loose and scrabbly stone.
So like a man-made stone little hill.
It doesn't appear to be man-made, but yeah.
Okay.
16 for my athletics.
You attempt numerous times to climb up. Every time you hit a loose patch and scrabble down in a cloud of dust and stone. Unable to reach the top.
I'm going to curse and try to use my fucking claws like pythons. Dig my way, like climbing shoes, dig my way in.
Okay.
And I'll try one more time. 18.
Moving much more slowly, but planting and trying to be much more sure of your footing. After about a half hour, you make your way up top.
Alright.
While he's climbing it, anybody else want to do anything? As it's taking him roughly a half hour to climb.
I'm gonna transform into a wolf and use keen smell or whatever.
Scent.
keen scent.
Your nose is nearly overwhelmed with the scent of death, blood, decay, wolf scent, rat scent, and sweaty human scent.
Sweaty human.
I want to go to where it might be most concentrated.
It seems to be all about you.
Okay, I'm going to stay as a wolf for a bit.
Abu Brush?
While he's doing that, I'm going to try to attune to the battle axe instead of my toy sword.
So you want to use an hour?
You said it's going to take him a half hour to get up.
Yeah. I'm just saying you want to use the extra half hour.
Yeah, if I can.
Do you have enough attunement slots?
No, that's what I said instead of.
So it's an hour to break an attunement.
I will break the toy sword attunement or try to.
Okay. Pablo,
Anything from
anything?
you, right, guy?
I will simply just flex and stare at the gauntlet after it just did.
The sounds of screams in your head seem to grow louder as you focus on it.
Oh, that's maddening.
I smile.
Create a stockpile and just go insane as they all shriek in your head all the time.
It's only because I'm focusing.
For now.
All right. Arix, you make it to the top of the screen.
Yeah, looking out for, like I said, a mass grave or a several plots of graves or anything, if I can see, because it looks like the wolves were removed, at least.
Survival check.
23.
You find a number of, again, what you'd assume to be members of the Rat clan. Corpses up here at the top. A number of them with spears shoved through their guts or their chests or necks, left where they fell. You see a number of tracks leading back down the hillside of thinner feet and some much more rat-like, massive rats, but rats nonetheless.
So they piked rat folk at the top of the scree, and then large rat folk walked back down the scree.
Give me a wisdom check.
19.
Looking at everything, you believe that the main fight was at the bottom of the scree. However, you'd assume that some of the wolf were carrying javelins or spears, and they chucked them at rats that were staying at the top of the scree pile, likely carrying bows or other kind of ranged implements, stopping them from influencing the main battle. You also see signs of what you'd guess would be a remaining pack of the rat fleeing back down the hill away from the site of the battle.
Okay. I'll slide back down to the party.
With another cascade of rock and dust, you return to the party to see the door, or what you'd assume to be the door, in the shape of a large wolf. You see Barrage focusing on the toy sword he had before, and Pavu casually flexing and staring at his gauntlet.
Most battles seem consecrate here at bottom of scree, but at top, rats piked on javelin where stood, and then look like other rats flee back down this way, heading that direction. No sign of wolf bodies, no sign of grave.
I'm still just like staring at the gauntlet. Like, I almost didn't even hear you.
Gauntlet pull soul from boy. Can pull soul from dead.
I'll be done in a minute.
Still staring at the gauntlet.
All right. Since Dave is taking another half hour, I'm gonna go try to find something to kill.
I assume it took you some time to get down the scree as well.
I slid.
Yeah, Dave's got like 10 minutes left.
I can try to find something in 10 minutes.
Disadvantage survival check.
14.
You are unable to find any prey nearby.
Oh, I tried. I don't know how long the door has in Wolf.
I think he's got a couple hours if he wants.
Yeah, I'll say out loud to the party, assuming that 2 of them are ignoring me. So what follow now?
I'm entranced.
I understand you're entranced, and I assume you're ignoring what I'm about to say because you're just entranced with your gauntlet. That's fine. I wasn't trying to say it like you're ignoring me because you're a dick. Like that's not what this was. So rats flee down that way, or can try to find other tribe, or return to elves and say, hey, they're turmoil.
I'm gonna start walking in the direction of the rat, to whatever direction he pointed to.
You're trying to backtrack on the rats?
The ones that fled.
So you're all going up the scree then?
It's very messy.
It's very messy, Dave. Watch out. It's very messy.
She's presenting them with some food. I'd be worried about any food that's presented with very messy, unless it's like a lasagna or an enchilada.
Pretty sure it's probably one of those two.
What is it, Dave? Answer the question.
Soup. Nope. I can't tell what it is.
Is that?
Bangers and
Sloppy
mash?
Joe.
Sausage and peppers.
Boom, that's closest.
Pork and peppers.
You don't know if it's pork. Could be chicken sausage.
At this point,
And David, you got to tell us.
At this point, it's whatever sausage you can get your hands on.
It better be fucking McQuaid sausage. That's all I'm saying.
He's part of your 90,000. What do you mean?
If you went to fucking Wesley Packing, I will never help you guys again. I swear to fucking God.
Dave's going to stay on mute until he's done.
He's not going to confirm McQuaid's, but he's not. He's going to say.
Would
It's
you
not
buy
West
Perry's? You fucking heathen.
He knew you were stressed out. He didn't want to add to it.
He's going to say like Stop and Shop.
ShopRite? What the fuck is ShopRite?
I don't know, but we're about to watch Ryan's head explode.
He's very upset with you, Dave. He just did his rub his beard, roll his eyes, lean back look. And you know the look. We all know that look.
It's a whole thing. It's the complete what the fuck package.
Be right back.
It's also the I'm getting ready for a fight look, or getting ready to RP look.
Okay, it is what I want to do. Yeah, you guys are dark as fuck.
Look, I've guided them as best I can. Some would call this a success.
It's perspective, you know.
They wanted to follow the kobold. Things happen.
Oh, I'm not following you. I just have no problem with what you're doing.
No, I mean you guys. Have
I'm not evil.
You guys have let me lead. That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not evil. What do you mean? I have
am
no
not
problem
even
with
a
anything
little
the
bit evil.
kobold's doing.
You were, dude. You have fed into my murder scenarios so hard.
Adam started this character out very innocent and naive.
I was gonna be good.
Yeah, and then I fucked your life. Deal with it.
No, you didn't. I chose one of 4 paths.
Did you say life? Because I heard wife.
The fuck, Dave?
Dave, what the hell? No,
I mean, I was thinking in game, but
I was presented with 3 to 4 paths, and I chose one, and that helped guide me down this way. In a large way. But another example of feeding that direction was when I started saying, like, oh, murder, and you were like, yeah, murder for the balance, and I was like, okay.
It's only murder based on your perspective.
No, dude, I'm bound to a god of murder. It's murder. It's... I don't know if you heard the backstory in the Elf Town, but there are dead things walking around without faces killing for ball.
And I'm using dead people to distract their loved ones and have them die, kill themselves.
And now there's also an undead giant wandering around.
And as you use dead ones to distract their loved ones so that they can also die, you're arguing that you're not evil.
Absolutely not.
I was the first one to kill a child.
It was a mercy.
That was the sentence that was uttered today.
That was a sentence that was uttered today.
It was a mercy.
Oh my god, this campaign.
Dave, we really gotta get you a little darker.
You could accept ball, that'll darken your scales.
You could accept Nagdos.
let's go to Damaris.
Good, I'll fucking gut you. Alright, so I'll head back up the screen.
Alright, everybody gives me an athletics check to climb the scree. Everybody but Braj makes it up the hill.
Oh, I got rope. I'll fucking toss him an end. And ask Pavu for help with the other end.
I'll drag his ass up and see. Pressure's on.
Alright, Dave, you have advantage due to help.
I'd like to say that I'm helping Pavu, but we know what this is. You got an 11 with advantage.
I rolled 2 10s, man. 10's better than my average roll.
Despite losing your footing, Pavu literally drags you on your belly all the way up the scree hill.
Should take some damage. I feel like I
You are
should take...
dirty, worse for the wear.
Why are you asking? What the fuck is...
Because it's gravel, man.
Some of those rocks looked really sharp.
Don't... If it doesn't say, don't ask.
You take 2 points of damage.
Yeah, you deserve that. You deserve 10.
I appreciate your honesty, Dave. Even if you won't accept any of the gifts I give you, I appreciate your honesty.
Alright, finding the tracks of the were-rats who fled. And following those.
Survive.
Thanks, guys.
21.
Alright, you start following them with ease. After a little while, wisdom check.
17.
You note that they seem to be heading almost in a straight line for Athothalor. The Elven City.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay. I felt like I got a bunch of blank looks there.
No, I do know that. I was sorry, I was debating how I wanted to, if I wanted to say it differently or anything. Looks like rats head to elves.
They did say they would be able to blend in.
How about a low growl?
Huh?
I'll let out a low growl.
Ah.
Like that.
Almost.
So what think? Head back to town? Say accomplish? Dealt with 3 tribes we saw prominently. No other barbs out here, but 3 tribes we saw first. Not prominently. Wouldn't know that word.
And we know the rats head back. Yes.
You're too spoiled. You didn't.
I'm gonna pop out. Say, shouldn't we warn them that they might be blending in?
Could do. Root out rats. Dispatch.
Well, that would be the 3rd tribe, yes?
Frost giants that we saw dealt with. Wolves, no sign of. Yes.
I feel like they'll hold a grudge. We should probably get rid of them.
Rats hold grudge. Let them act. In town of elves that ask us to do this.
I agree with Arix. We'd go back, warn them.
Well, I wouldn't phrase it like that, but yeah.
Traps.
Okay, let's go.
So we're heading back to Athothalor?
Yep.
Other options are to start trying to track down one of the 10 remaining barbarian tribes.
Wait, did we get a total number?
When we talked to the leader of the rats, he said there were 12 some odd branches. If we go based off that. You know I upload all these, right?
Yeah, but you don't have them timestamped, so I can't go back and.
Oh, you want me to timestamp like when we found out about the tribes?
When we
it
learned
would
of
all
the
be
six.
it would be timestamped just like every 30 seconds when we tried to kill Dave, when we tried to kill Dave again, when we thought about
Well,
killing
Dave, what you can do is you can be that helpful commenter that watches it and posts the timestamps.
There you go.
You're on work from home. There's no excuse.
Oh, it's so true. Get on that. You smile and nod.
Smile and nod, boys. Smile and nod. Not you,
The best part
Chris.
about
Chris.
this is Dave looks like he's like a bow hunter, and I don't think he's ever even
Draw a bow.
drawn a bow. You shot a gun?
Yes.
Or was it more than a BB gun?
Yes.
Alright. Have you shot a bow?
Yes.
Compound bow.
Yeah. I think so. My dad had one. I'm pretty sure I shot it, but he bought me my own. It wasn't compound.
Right. So, back to Alpha Thalor.
Jesus Christ. Alright. Survival check.
While I'm going, I do want to keep an eye out for wildlife that I could kill on the move. Assuming you want disadvantage, 23.
As you move about, you catch sight of a number of small animals, many of them birds high overhead. You do catch sight of a number of small, almost ferret-like creatures that seem to have burrowed into the ground, their heads popping up, watching you, before quickly dropping back down. While the party continues on, you spend fruitless half-hour attempting to catch them, though they are too quick as they pop out from numerous holes and pop back down as you approach.
I'm gonna fucking come back to these holes, Bill Murray style, later.
You don't like meerkats? Exactly. Alright, the party continues on, and it's not long before you see the grand majesty of Aphothalor rising in the near distance. However, the sun is dripping low, and you'd estimate you have a couple hours walk still to get to town.
Couple hours till town. We march through again?
Climb on my back, little one.
Oh, Eric's not in need of rest. Not know about you, though. Just gesturing to the party.
We could rest out here and see if we can sense any more tribes while we rest up.
That's a good
Sense
thought.
any more tribes?
Perhaps some catch wind of our work. Preparing the course themselves.
I was going to suggest that the roads are probably pretty well guarded this close to the city, but I kind of like the idea of seeing if there's any stragglers trying to infiltrate the city. So yeah, I'm cool with camping out.
So is that a group consensus?
I can't tell either.
I mean, only two have spoken up in favor of. I was questioning, said I don't need rest, and I'm kind of just waiting on Babu to agree or dissent.
I think we should rest.
Rest it is.
I could.
Beats me getting exhausted again.
We could have marched through. It's only a couple hours, yeah. But, again, with the consensus on rest, I'm going to go out hunting. Actually hunting.
Before you do, I'm going to cast Leoman's Tiny Hut.
A gray dome fills the area as you all bed down.
And bed down.
Arix is off hunting. Anybody else doing anything?
I'm gonna read my Machine book. And my cat Harry's gonna make a cameo.
If he's reading, then I'm going to attune.
What's going on, buddy?
Actually, I'll do that in the morning. Okay, I'll just go to sleep.
I mean, the sun was going down. It's not like down. We would just be marching into darkness and into exhaustion.
No, I'll go to sleep. It's fine.
Lawrence, my survival's a 26.
26. Okay. You managed to stalk up on a creature you've never seen before. It appears to be some kind of, almost like a deer, though smaller, skinnier, and its horns point almost straight back from its head and are much longer. It seems to be sleeping standing up as you see a number of its fellows nearby. Sneaking quietly, you're able to approach and leap on the creature's back, slicing through its throat as it drops bleeding to the ground. Its fellows awake with a start and flee, but you've got your prey.
All right.
Your young, quickly, without waiting for you, latch on, diving onto the beast.
Yep, I was going to say I'm feeding us first.
As they feed, you watch as the beast seems to visibly decay before your eyes.
Yep.
Are you eating it all?
If there's anything left when they're done.
Oh, you're going to let them eat their fill.
Sure.
Okay. They each mow down, eating rapidly, as you watch the beast both be ripped of meat and blood, and what remains seems to decay, and then rot. They stand up, each of them visibly taller by another inch or so.
Gotta look for something else. Uh, 24.
Are you doing anything besides the gauntlet? I saw that.
Nope.
Doing anything, Chris? Besides reading?
No.
You'll be sleeping for a while, Dave. You still need a full night's rest.
I know, that's why I didn't do it before, because as soon as I cast the thing, it like, after 8 hours, it goes away.
Sorry.
Adam, what was your second roll, Adam?
24.
All right. Stalking through the night, you spend another 2 hours hunting down the strange beasts you found before. And with ease, you capture another one, bringing it low. You are young, quickly moved, eat from this as well.
I smack them away and eat myself first.
You instantly feel revitalized. You gain 2d6 health if you need it.
I don't. Once I'm revitalized, I'll let them have the rest.
As you stand up, the remainder of the beast seems to rapidly decay in and of itself without further feeding.
Now we've all eaten.
What more? Hungry.
Arix teach you hunt yourself then.
Yes. You know what? They all seem to be speaking in unison.
Alright. I nod, and with the promise of teaching them how to hunt for themselves, I will head back to the camp.
You return to the camp to see Pavu laying down, seemingly asleep, those gauntlets still held before his face. Pavu, oh, that's Pavu, sorry. Dador seems to have found some kind of inner peace as you see him meditating, trancing as it were. And you see Barrage fast asleep as you enter the comfortable hut. How many people can the hut hold, Dave?
I think it's like 7. Let me check.
You better hope so.
Because that's the number we have.
I was thinking it was 8, but figured I'd ask.
I feel like 8's the number that was said before, but...
I thought it was in the double digits, like 12. That might be 3-5.
I think there's a larger Leoman's hut.
Well, there's like Leoman's mansion, too.
Yeah, there's like Leoman's tent, Leoman's hut, and Leoman's fuck you money.
Dave
I
doesn't
don't
have
think
the
I
money
could
yet.
fit into the tent.
I don't think there is a tent. I think it's Leoman's tiny hut. I think that's the smallest.
I thought there was a smaller one. Well, I thought there were like 3 levels of this spell.
Dave, do you need me to look it up?
No, it's 9. I was waiting for people to stop talking.
Oh, I'll blame others. Got it.
Thanks,
Solid.
Obama.
Solid tactic. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Suppose.
Dawn breaks. Bros, you awake and start focusing on your new axe. The door. You find yourself feeling very confident in the use of Machin. You have gained a child's competence.
Hey, it's better than nothing. I can't wait till we go up and ask a question. You're like, where's the bathroom? Right, on daybreak, since they're attuning and I assume doing their daily ritual stuff, I'm going to take the children out and try to teach them the basics of hunting.
All right. Give me a survival check at disadvantage.
23.
Familiar doesn't count as one. Familiar counts as its owner.
The question is, who's the familiar in that relationship?
Da-na-na.
What egg?
I
The egg
assumed
was no longer existing.
I assumed he put it in his bag or hit it on the way back.
I mean, out of character knowledge, but yeah. You can assume whatever you want. Egg's not a problem. Or, well, egg's not a problem like that. Egg is definitely a problem.
Hey, kitty.
This dude is such a suck.
Oh, thanks for the view, kitty.
Witness my butthole.
All right. Communing ends. Attuning ends. Dave, you have attuned to a battle axe of icy frost blast. +2 weapon on will. As a bonus action, you can cause the axe to become coated in frost, dealing an additional 1d8 of ice damage. On critical hit, it deals 2d10 frost damage.
Fire
Good thing you'll never get a critical hit, so I don't have to worry about that.
Can you repeat that?
Bazenga.
Axe has a +2 battle axe. Mm-hmm. On a bonus action, you can have it cause it to be coated in frost, dealing a bonus 1d8 frost damage. On a critical hit, it deals 2d10 frost damage instead.
Thank you.
If only you'd grab the rest of that kid's magic items.
Shit.
I was waiting for some reaction. It's like the one corpse you guys didn't search over. You made it walk with you and then collapsed and left by the road, but you didn't search it.
Well, I couldn't have searched it, so.
In fairness, I wouldn't have. I'd have just eaten him.
He was all covered in gross mold, though.
I'm a kobold. And an undead one at that.
Hmm?
I don't know how the spores affect the body yet. We'd have found out.
When all of a sudden the door starts controlling you.
That'd be so great.
Until the hour is up, and then it wouldn't be great for you anymore.
Can't take
And
back a
until the party
blowjob, Adam.
dies. The entire party implodes on itself.
Adam wants to kill Dave, now he wants to kill the door wants to control everybody, Pavu sees it as a dishonor, and tries to kill everyone as well.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it.
As long as we unite against Dave first.
You're going to unite
Or we
against
can
Dave
just
after the
keep-
door controls you?
No, we don't. Can just keep moving forward and not talk about this.
What if I control you to kill Dave?
I would kill Dave.
And then he'd kill you.
Nah, man, you're not that important. Sorry.
No, not because he made him kill me.
No,
Because
Moving forward.
Because you controlled him.
We've got
Yeah,
like
I gave Lawrence my role.
40 minutes. Come on.
Well, for that, we're ending right now.
All right.
I'm kidding. We can go a little longer. So what are you doing?
I gave you my role for out with the kids teaching around, so
Did you? Where?
yeah. I said 23.
Oh.
This kid seemed to pick up something of your ways. You return back after a semi-successful hunt.
Are you kidding me? Semi-successful, what do we bring?
Well, we're trying to bring a few braces of rabbits back, but your young ate them when you weren't looking.
Alright. I'm gonna try to forage up some well, no, I have sticks and whatnot. Do I have anything that I could, through the various sticks and whatnot that I've collected, is there anything I could fletch into a like a beginner's bow for them?
Ooh, you haven't been collecting for that.
Well, I know I have sticks. I know they're small, but I don't know sizes. So
Yeah, I mean, you could make like literally toy bows, but
all right, I'm gonna go out and see if I can get some sticks that I can fletch some stuff for him.
okay. You collect. Oh, yeah. Arix returns holding a number of longer sticks that seem to be a bit thicker than his normal pickups.
While the party's still doing their own things, I'm going to begin fletching the bows together. And when everybody's ready to go, I'll begin guiding us back to Alpha Thalor.
I'm good.
I was going to say, I think everybody's good at this point.
Yep.
So guiding off.
All right, survival check. Advantage since you can literally see the city.
Nat 20.
All right. With practice ease, you pick your way through the wildlands and return to the hard-beaten road. Following some light traffic into the city, you find yourself once more returned to Aphothalor. What do? Where you going?
Guards at the door, yes?
There are guards at the gate. They don't stop you as you enter.
No, but I could ask, I'll stop and ask one of them.
Keep it moving.
Just a question if my small band come through recently? Not well put together.
You mean you lot?
Before us. Maybe, and I'll try to place the time.
Lots of people come through Aphothalor. You're blocking the gate. Keep moving.
Fine.
Rat pelts. You seen any rat pelts?
Yeah, I saw a few. Nobody in a group, a few stragglers.
Some of the barbarians vowed to mingle into the city. You might want to alert the magistrate.
They'll be dealt with. Keep moving. You're blocking the gates.
Give a curt bow and go keep moving.
As I move off, Arix, ask about stragglers.
You gotta be specific, Arix.
God, Arix was Pacific.
But you are still a kobold. With your kin all around.
Just grunting dismayed.
I forgot about my clout here.
Yeah.
I get looked upon the same. I'm men of the north. I don't belong here, but here we are.
Let's return to the inn and send a direct message to the magistrate.
I start heading back towards the Dwarven Quarter. And as I do, I want to keep my ear out for anything whisperings from the shadows or whatnot, given my prior dealings here.
All right, perception check.
$24.
All right. Well, you don't hear any necessarily whispering from the shadows, but you do hear rumors of numerous undead sprouting at night, taking victims.
Yeah, that sounds like my work.
People seem nervous and scared. You note even more guards on the street than before.
Yep, that sounds like my work.
And as you continue making your way to the Dwarven Quarter, you start to hear more and more stories of the Faceless One.
So what message are we going to send the magistrate? The door?
That the rats have infiltrated the city, and the remainders of the tribe are here.
We sure about that?
I mean, not the complete remainders, but as best as we know.
I look at you dejected. Eric's follow tracks.
I'm just saying the wolves could have killed the some of the rats and came and sold their pelts here.
I don't think a wolf tribe would be wearing rat pelts, of which the guard confirmed. It's possible, but I feel like that's some sort of traitorous action.
Wolf in rat clothing? Not something Eric's here of.
God damn it, Adam.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, which means you know it's bad.
Lawrence had a little clap. That's my victory right there.
Well,
right.
sending the message and having the guards keep an extra eye out is not a bad.
If wolves here as rats, then should be discovered from alerting to rats anyway.
Precisely.
They probably won't do much more. I think I seem to be running into more guards than I remembered.
Yes.
Well, we can also send the message of mission complete. Now I kind of... And we can move on.
I think if we worded it such that we killed or we brought the demise of two of the tribes or weakened two of the tribes and destroyed a band of giants, might paint it in a better picture. I don't think we've completely completed the mission.
We brought turmoil and destruction to the tribes of bandits and the giants. Maybe just not say how much.
Okay. Well, once I
right.
think we have agreement, I'll continue on.
I agree. I'm good.
As you make it back to the Dwarven Quarter, you're struck by the silence. It seems the forges are cold. You see no signs of people moving about. In fact, it seems eerily quiet. for such a large quarter of the city. You do see signs of life as you see a few people closing their windows or a few people poking their heads out and looking. And every now and then you see a lone dwarf hurrying quickly across the open squares, heading from building to building. What building are you heading to? If any.
I want to go to the inn. Or no, I don't even know if I think it's an inn. It's where I left my fancy garb.
Mm-hmm. That is where you left your fancy garb.
Since we're in the town, I'm pretty much following him.
Same.
I'm going to distance myself from the door a little bit.
Don't want to pay for his shit.
This is not COVID-19.
He doesn't want to pay for your shit.
6 feet from everyone. I don't have.
As you start to pass the town hall, heading in the direction of the inn, a burly dwarf with fiery red hair comes stomping out, anger on his face, a large warhammer tied to his belt, and a black breastplate on his chest. A massive hammer emblazoned upon the center of his chest. His face immediately lights up at the sight of you. "Oh, strangers, you're back! 'Tis good tidings, finally. I'm Caradoc, sheriff of the quarter. I have need of your services if you're available." Yes.
We have business with the magistrate. How urgent can it be?
The fate of the quarter is on your heads.
Okay.
Is on our heads?
Is that not the word? This common tongue is difficult. You're low common.
I think you mean is in our hands.
Hands? What would we putting our hands in it? It'd be our heads that would be cut off, no?
I'm gonna speak in a Machin and tell him to speak plainly.
Ah, you learned some of our speech then. That is good indeed. Boyo, I know you be an elf, but you seem a good sort nonetheless. Would you and your band be willing to assist? We have some difficulties.
Go on.
I'm sure you heard if you came from one of the main gates. There'd be an undead plague upon the city at the present. Well, we've tracked what appears to be the head of this plague to a nearby building. Everyone we've sent in has died or come back undead themselves. And, mind ye, I not be accusing you of nothing, but this plague did our eyes shortly after you did leave.
The cock and eyebrow. You don't understand the language, bro. The cock and eyebrow, and why would I return to the scene of the crime?
As I said, I do not blame you. I do not say you did nothing. But perhaps there was a misunderstanding, a mistake, or an abandoned item that caused this chaos. But it'd be striking the dwarves mighty hard, as the building be right on our edge. And if we do not handle it ourselves, it's likely the high elves will be coming down and blaming us for it. I do not blame you. I simply ask for your assistance. Your band seems capable, enough that the machine seems to be trusting you. Well, the Drillmock himself gave you a task, I was told. And if he's willing to trust you, it's the least I can do to ask the same.
And what building is this?
I can have one of the lads show you. Does that mean you're willing?
Which quarter? Just give me a general idea.
It's on the edge of this corner, boy. Did you not hear me?
I heard you. Just point a finger. There's many corners.
He points.
Arix, you have anything to do with anything over there?
wisdom check.
$18.
You believe he's pointing in the direction where you made your first kill in the city.
Perhaps.
Alright, listen, bud. There's not gonna be anyone else left to murder if you kill everyone. You gotta cool it a little.
The sheriff's eyes seem to widen as you say this.
I was gonna say, you're saying this right in front of the fucking dwarf?
Yep.
He takes a few hesitant steps back.
Oh, come on, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna charisma check that.
As he charisma checks it, I'm going to try to downplay my facial expression.
You have no problem doing so as you let your face go slack. In fact, your face becomes looking dead as a corpse in its level of reaction.
19 charisma.
Fuck deadpan. You've got this beat. The sheriff definitely looks wary and concerned at your statements, though he doesn't back up any further.
What can we do to help?
I'd be asking if you could clear the building. I know something's in there. If it's not the source, at least whatever it is can be cast out. And if it's not the source, perhaps the source is farther away from the quarter and we won't be blamed.
Are you back in the machine, or?
Yeah, he's responding in machine.
Damn it.
Give me some holy... We will do our best in the morrow. On the morrow.
I'd be asking if you could do it today. We wait another night. More souls will be lost. And greater the risk that the Drillmock will send his guards in. And holy water will give you what you can, but I warn you, its effectiveness seems to be diminishing.
Tonight?
I'm going to
look to...
Nobody else understands what's being said. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Chris isn't sharing. Mostly because the last time he shared, he all of a sudden revealed that Arix is a murderer. To the sheriff.
I'm going to roll to see if anything else might be helpful. What would I roll for that?
A rod of iron.
What do you
I
mean?
have knowledge in undead, being who I am. So what else other than holy water would be beneficial?
Holy magic.
So knowledge arcana.
If you also
No, that's what your knowledge of the undead tells you is holy magic.
out of character, if you want to have
A
a
priest?
conversation with Arix, I might be able to just walk in and take care of this. But hey,
Well, I don't know how receptive you are about quelling this thing. So I want to feel it out in a language you don't understand.
yeah, that's great. Feel it out with everyone who isn't the guy who started it.
My point stands. Gonna see if he has any assistance in holy magic, which I'm assuming is just knowledge, just intelligence roll.
An 8,
18 intelligence.
and you're trying to find
Some type of holy. I'm gonna ask for some sort of holy thing that could assist.
Feel free to ask.
Do you have any holy or light spells that you have? Any scrolls? Any cleric that can assist us?
The blessings of Moradin are not for non-dwarves, I'm afraid.
Well, luckily, we have a dwarf.
He looks a bit askance at Braj, who is literally shoving things in his face. Not to be particular, but I don't know if he qualifies. I've never seen a dwarf with scales. Or, is that a tail?
Listen, I want to help you with your undead problem.
I cannot command the priests to be giving out their items. I can get you holy water, as I said. That's not a problem. I just simply meant to warn you that they seem to have a resistance to it. Or at least its effects seem to be weakening for some reason.
We'll see to it. Get us that holy water and we'll draw up our battle plan.
Well, I'll get you a bandolier in short order. You'll be in the inn then?
Yes, sir.
I'll have some brought over quickly then. The lad I send will be able to direct you to the building proper too. I thank you.
God.
And, if you could, ask your friend not to be doing any more murders. He gives a nervous smile.
I chuckle back. Just joking.
At the sign of the dwarf smiling, I'm going to smile too.
His smile drops into a frown, and he immediately looks even more nervous, turns and walks back into the city hall, the town hall.
Walking back. Well, looks like we have to clean up some of your mess here.
What mess? Eric's not understanding anything that was said.
Well, where you did that first murder over there, apparently there's an outbreak of
You don't know that.
What do you mean I don't know that? He
You
just
don't
told
know
me.
that it was his first murder. You just know he said he might have done something in that area.
Oh, didn't Eric say that?
No, I told Eric that.
Yeah, I was out of character.
You asked if I did
okay.
something over there, I said perhaps.
Alright. So, I'm going to assume that is a yes, and say, we have to clean up your mess of whatever you did over there.
Eric's not make much of a mess.
Well,
Eric's tries to be clean.
there are some after effects of whatever you did, and it's upsetting the balance. We need to take care of it.
Upset your balance. What'd you agree to do?
I agreed that we're going to fix whatever you did over there. I have no idea. I don't have the precise details, but there's a bunch of undead killing way too many people. And if you kill everyone in this city, there's not going to be anyone else to kill for many miles. You need to ration yourself, brother.
Is there not details? Eric's not kill bunch of people here.
Oh, I know you didn't directly, but whatever you did, there was an offshoot.
What in building you say we go to? What look for?
Look, I have limited information as much as you do, but it's a problem.
Alright, you're just fighting me on this. I'll be right back.
You're fighting me. I'm walking away.
So what do you say?
What?
So what did the sheriff say?
Sheriff said there's a building over there that we're going to be guided to. There's a bunch of undead and there's a huge problem. And we're going to go deal.
Okay. Were you the one who tried to get the barbarian clans to attack the city?
Oh, absolutely.
Just checking.
Look, listen, we need to get ourselves straight with the magistrate. We would have nothing to do with that, and then the local sheriff came and talked to me directly. about getting this done. And he spoke on behalf of the magistrate, as far as what I gathered. So,
Okay, if the city needs it done, make us look better.
precisely, that is my angle.
Babu, any thoughts? I need a verbal yes or no, sir.
No thoughts.
Okay.
Stoic.
All right, what are we doing?
Waiting here for the sheriff.
All right.
Didn't you say he was going to bring the bandolier of holy water to the inn?
Yes,
you went to
we're
the
in
inn.
front of the inn, and I'm waiting for the sheriff.
Oh, okay.
All right. We'll end it there. Trouble of your own making.
We're going to clean up our own mess for once.
Are you, though?
I mean, I don't know. Arix could be like, oh, why
Who's
did
in
I
mine
kill
now?
them?
We shall see.
You can walk in there, control them all, be like, all right, guys, you gotta cool it a little bit.
Because Eric's
I
has shown
could if
such
you
a
were forthcoming
propensity
with
for
any fucking
controlling.
information.
Oh, snap.
How would you know I wasn't
Here we
forthcoming
go.
with any information?
Ow.
You gave Eric's no answer, like, at all. And you just kept saying, you had a long-ass conversation, and you just kept saying, I don't have information. So, yeah, I think you're fucking holding out on me. Out of character and in character.
You don't speak the language. Could be
No,
a very
But there's
elongated
a-
language.
Okay, maybe it fucking
We're the
could be.
we're the
I'm
tree
a-
people from Lord of the Rings.
And I'm a stupid-ass kobold, dude.
He specifically pointed that out.
Yes, give in to your anger. Give in to the hate.
Experience?
Wow, Dave, you're just so greedy. Because you're close. I
So
know.
greedy.
It is.
I know it's because you're close to that level, Dave. What level are you close to, Dave?
I think it's 7.
Nope,
You don't know?
no.
I know the XP title, the XP total.
It's not 7.
It's not. Is it 8?
What level are you in what things?
Hold on. It is 8. That I'm close to.
Does that line up with everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, I'd say we had some good RP development here. So good intentional development here. We had an alignment shift for sure tonight. I think we have a party
Says you.
alignment that has gone evil. Dave's like, come on, come on, come on. I can see it. Dave's just like, I'm going to play it cool, man. 800 experience.
Holy fuck. That's not what I was expecting.
What, 299 is what you were expecting? Be a one shy or whatever it is you need?
No.
I'll level
Would have
next
been.
session.
It would have been 274.
How much more does everybody need
40.
besides Dave? 40?
Oh, I need another 600.
No.
Or, well, 580, technically, but...
Ryan, you said you need 40?
Literally 40.
Chris?
535.
Alright. Everybody but Dave can have an extra 50 experience.
Ding.
Dave, you gotta interact more, man. That's how I'm justifying it.
I mean, you're getting plenty of prompts. You're picking them up here and there. Yeah, I should have done that a lot earlier.
I thought one of you was going to do it.
The
And
different
then
name.
for some reason it's like fading out on my
Hold
screen
on.
where
Now,
it does
now I
normal.
need to double back. The change the name, not to kill a child.